What's up, TNA fans? We're back. Discuss Impact, whatever the hell. I'm with Gary, the Horror King, who had a rough day yesterday, which made us record late. So all blame goes on him and his tooth. We have again. Well, there's like a huge tease out right now from TNA or someone involved with TNA. We'll get to that in a minute. It's either like everyone thinks it's a TV deal. I was told it was something else. We'll get again. 1 minute. I wrote an article yesterday called "Uneducated Simp Calls Out Autistic Pro Wrestling Fans." This is the most work we ever put into an article. My father took part in it. Larry, the co-owner of my site, took part in it. My good friend and the only other writer on Wrestle Voice, Richard Robles, art double. He's autistic. I don't know if a lot of people know that. And this pissed me off so much that I got in touch with my father, other people, and ended up writing this really nice article. And whatever, check it out if you can. Also, if you're an autistic fan out there, I don't know, this piece of shit Society Reviews literally just trashed autistic fans, saying they shouldn't be in the community. Could you imagine that? Out of all the people to shit on. So,
yeah.
And he ended up calling, the first group was called simps, the people who try hard on social media for causes. So that's why we called him a simp that was actually my dad's idea. He's like, call him a simp, but then you make the first sentence, call him a simpleton. And I'm like, all right, Dad, that's pretty good. Okay, so Johnny Pro, I don't know who this is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not trying to do he's not big enough. He has 22,000 followers. Johnny I Pro Show, I think it is, award nominated. I don't know what award. I mean, we could say we're an award nominated podcast if we can think of make a fake award show. 150 plus episodes and guests. Okay, so yesterday he tweeted eyeballs emoji and a clock with the TNA logo, and a bunch of people freaked out. It has 219 70 retweets, 16 fucking bookmarks. I don't know why anyway, with bookmarks, something like that. But I thought it was nothing. And then I looked at Daniel Spencer, the Tool Ref, who just did a podcast with Cokehead Sean Sapp. Not a fan of him. And Luke Parent, who is, producer?
Yeah.
He's also director of Arachnid. Did you know that? The Killer Kelly digital film.
I never knew that.
You are the goddamn horror guy. But
I guess
that also means she's with, you know what I mean? She's with, Killer Kelly's probably going to come back.
Oh,
his pinned thing is Arachnid movie coming soon with Killer Kelly.
That must be a still determined movie that's coming out, I take it.
Yes. Yeah, I guess so.
It is a physical media.
Okay, now ready? I sent this to my source. Now, if anyone remembers, I made a post, I don't know if we spoke about it on here, that TNA was going to be sold by the end of the year. I am still 50-50 on that. But this person came out, I don't know how to explain it. We were friends on Twitter, and I feel like he thought I was a smart one. So I don't know if he was messing with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when I put that thing out, he came out, he's like, no, TNA's not getting sold. So I thought he was just an angry fan or something, but then he came out with more stuff that just you can't know if you're not part of whatever. So I wrote to him yesterday, what the hell am I missing? I just see a logo about this Johnny Pro thing. He said they're doing a big show in Montreal. Nothing has been announced about that or anything with this tease. So we're breaking it to you right now. If it's true, my source is saying they're doing a show in Montreal. I said thanks, but I was hoping for a TV deal. He said, rumors are it will be announced at Slammiversary. Very likely with the CW network, which myself and Gary, I'm pretty sure, guessed because it seemed really fucking obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if they're didn't that rehaul the channel to they're getting away from the superhero stuff and all that?
Yeah, they don't have any more. I don't think they have any more superhero stuff. And,
yeah.
I mean, the president came out last week. When the hell does the president come out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The president of of the CW came out. And he came out and he was like, this is amazing. This partnership's awesome. We love it. It's the greatest thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, he had nothing bad to say about these. He just had nothing but great stuff. We want more of it. Blah blah blah.
Was it somebody was saying NWA is landing a deal or something with Paramount, the Paramount channel or something?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I saw something about it. Oh no, not Paramount. Roku, no.
Oh, is that what it was? I don't know. That's what I thought. Paramount.
The modern day NWA television championships. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I thought I was reading it wrong. I was trying to find an NWA thing. Yeah, they literally just announced. Oh no, here you go. Wait, Paramount Global Wrestling Central. NWA and Women of Wrestling head to streaming with Roku Fast Channel. It's called Wrestling Central. Holy shit! This new channel will stream on the U.S. and Canada, featuring matches from NWA and Women of Wrestling. Well, that could be the answer.
Yeah.
Do you have Roku? I don't have Roku, so every time I see it, people ask me a question. I'm like, yeah, I can't. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, is it like, what is it? A streaming service, Roku?
Yeah, it's a free streaming service, but I think you have.
Then you have to pay for all the stuff. Then
Yeah, you might if you don't have the Roku device, you might have to get the app and then
pay
for it. I guess.
Yeah, I have something kind of like that. I forget what it's called. Stick it in the side of your TV, and then kind of like Chromecast or whatever. No, the Fire Stick. It's kind of like a Fire Stick. Okay, so that's interesting. I mean, maybe TNA goes there. I didn't realize Paramount owned that shit. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I get it. Okay, now I get it. I'm sorry. Paramount is launching this new channel soon on Roku, so that's interesting.
Okay. So it is kind of still
Paramount. And how about this? The NWA and TNA have kind of been sharing talent. I don't know if anyone notices that. Kelsey Heather, most recently, she wrestled. What was that stupid ass show they just had? NWA.
I don't know.
Yeah, no one knows. Natalia was there. Oh, also, okay. Did you happen to see that? Natalia slapped somebody in the face, but it looked so fake.
Oh, the Crockett. You're not talking about the Crockett.
Yeah, the Crockett Cup,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if she was there, but okay, ready? This is literally her last 3 tweets. Okay, her last 3 posts. 2 about Impact. Sorry, 4. One of them about Shine, where she's a goddamn Shine champion, which is a big deal that I guess no one knows about. Like, she can't come to Impact until she drops that title. But then the NWA is right before that. A week ago, she said, "Watch me on Power."
Wow.
I mean, isn't that interesting that they're working together?
Yeah.
Or sharing talent in some kind of a way?
Yeah.
And now we got this Paramount thing. And then how about Women of Wrestling? Tessa was there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see that.
I don't know. I think, again, we're kind of talking our way into another whatever. Okay. What else do we have? There's not a lot of news, so Wrestle Voice, check it out. I did a May 2025 Power Rankings. Now, I'll really quickly go over them because I didn't do the smaller divisions, and Gary hasn't seen this yet, so I'm curious what he thinks. Now, to me, the number 1 contender has to be, like right now, it's Victoria Crawford. You know what I mean? Because she's facing Masha at. So then I have Tessa number 2, Li Ying Lee number 3, who just won her MMA debut over the weekend.
Oh, okay, that was her. I thought.
Man, dude, she is hot. She can kick ass.
Yeah.
She could be a huge star, this girl. Crossover, you know what I mean?
So far on the list, I don't have any problems with what
Okay,
you've done there.
Zia Brookside, number 4. And then Indy Hartwell, number 5. Even though she's brand new, I don't care. That's how I see it. Okay, then Moose, X Division. Slater won because, he's literally the number 1 contender. Then I have Wentz. This is kind of hard, but I have Wentz, Miguel, Navarro, Ace. The order's tough.
Yeah.
So I just go by, whatever I think. Then the Nemitz Tag Team Championships, the Hardys and Slater. That's interesting. And I keep thinking how interesting this is, because if Slater wins, what will that do to the Hardys? What does Jeff do? Does Jeff have a solo run? Which I've been saying he should. I mean, he's the biggest star in the company.
Oh, definitely.
His YouTube, the views on his YouTube against Nick Nemeth his match against Nemeth. This was posted 4 days ago. 212,000 views. We talked last week about how there was a lot under like 50 last week. 212,000 views. That's how big fucking Jeff. And whenever Jeff Hardy's like in something big, but whatever. So Jeff Hardy, the system number 2. That was a hard one. Eddie and Myers, but I don't really know. Like, this is what I think TNA needs to do a better job of. Let us know what the order is. Like, I have the Rascals, then Octagon Jr. and Laredo Kid. I should have put their actual names, and then the Great Hands, who don't belong on any list. But I don't know who else would have been the 15.
Dayton Center, maybe? I don't know.
That's a good one. Yeah, that should have been there instead. Okay, I'll get help from.
Well, I don't know if they're Dayton Center. They're Northern Armory now, but
yeah,
we know them. Dayton Center.
And then I have world title Joe Hendry because he's champ, obviously. Trick Williams number 1 because he's facing Hendry. Kazarian number 2 doesn't lose much. He's kind of in the top mix, you know.
Yeah.
Santana 3.
He's in discussion because of his heel work as well.
Yeah, that too. I put that on my list. This isn't a nerd wins and losses only list. Character matters. So then have Santana 3rd. Too high? Too low?
Plus, it don't hurt with me with Kaz because he has his Tron kind of reminds me of Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, I fucking love Kaz. I love Kaz so much. Then Mustafa Ali and Elijah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fun. Hard. Oh my god! I called him Laredo Kid. Oh my god.
It's very, very good considering the limited roster members.
And people ask me like, what about the what the hell's Macklin's title? The international division. And I'm like, I responded, tell me who's in the international division. Seriously.
I think he did a really good job of keeping it kind of TNA centric, though. I don't think, other than the newly added Indy Hartwell, everyone else was TNA already. You know, there was no NXT people.
Oh yeah, good. Oh yeah, no, I didn't do that. I only did it with Crawford because she has the. But no, she's not really NXT. I don't know. We don't know what she is. I don't think we know what she is. What the hell did I forget here? I feel like I forgot something. I just meant to hit it. Okay, whatever. So, what else do we have with TNA? Okay, forget that. WWE just announced NXT Europe is coming. Or actually, PWI announced it. So we don't know if it's for sure, but PWI is pretty goddamn good. NXT Europe, Jesus. Are they taking over the whole world? It sure seems that way.
And I'll quote Execution on Asylum in the
he's in Asylum now?
The assignment is still on for Triple H's world domination.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Oh, Execution. Oh, that was my boy. Wow. Damn.
Yeah. He made a comment.
If you're listening, come comment on my site sometime, dude.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, really good dude. Okay, I forgot what I was doing here, so let me just move on to how funny. We probably should have led with this. That one of the funniest things in the history of wrestling happened this weekend, and it would have been the biggest LOL TNA in history. But it happened to AEW, so not that funny, you know? And I'm sure journalists are like, you shouldn't laugh at this. So during Collision this weekend, they just shut that shit off with a half hour to go. Boom! Gone from the TV. Boom! Totally gone. And what did they put on instead of it?
Yeah.
The ironicness of this, I almost just fell and died. The Rock's worst movie? Is that fair to say? It is, right?
You like put movie Monster Trucks or the really bad Monster Trucks movie.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, Black Adam, which, I don't know. I mean, it was one of my least, it's one of my least favorite, I think it's one of the worst goddamn superhero movies ever. And it's The Rock. Think about that. You're watching AEW Dynamite. You're watching Collision. You're excited. Then fucking the head of WWE shows up. The Rock in his movie.
I'm just gonna. I think The Rock acknowledges that it's a really bad film too. So
yeah,
I think about it.
It's funny. That actually gave me like that movie like made me lose respect for The Rock. I know that might sound crazy, but like he talked it up so much. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I this is like my life's work or whatever. And it was such bullshit. The movie was just such trash. It was like nothing special about the movie in any way.
He don't care though, because he's averaging like $50 million a picture.
Oh
so.
yeah. All right. What do we have fun coming up? Oh, this weekend. Oh, sorry, really quick. Laredo successfully defended his cruiserweight title last night on AAA, and then he got so quickly back to America that he recorded an episode of Explosion.
Oh.
Kidding, that was recorded before time, but this is where it was. I swear, I swear to God, I thought Gary lost his mind, and he just.
Yeah.
I thought you got the name wrong, and Gringo Loco he appeared somewhere else. So when you said it, I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. But no, it was Laredo versus Gringo Loco, and it's now on Twitter. It's now on YouTube.
Oh, well, cool. I'm going to have to pop over and see that today.
That's a cool matchup. Like, that's actually a matchup where I'm like, oh, shit, I'm going to watch this match. And that never happens with Explosion for me.
Yeah.
But, like, Gringo Loco, I haven't seen much of him. Like, he's a GCW kind of guy. And I'm guessing if you're a GCW guy, you might want to get out of there right now after murdering Sabu.
Yeah, that has not aged very well.
Also, Del Rio was at this. Triple A is interesting. I mean, I've been paying a little more attention to it. Octagon Jr. was in the main event in a 6-man tag as part of against El Patron.
Oh, was he?
In a 6-man tag. So, like, that's how big he is over there. I'm just kind of surprised. Like, he was in the main event, you know what I mean, in a match against Patron, who's like the man there.
Yeah, he always looked like a really well, like received wrestler. Like everybody knew who he was over there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's both of them, Octagon and Laredo. Oh, yeah. That's it. I called him Kid. I meant to change that. Sorry, Laredo. Sometimes you're gonna be a kid. I noticed that. Like, a lot of people don't want to write because it's like it's also like people Google Laredo Kid. You know what I mean? Like, they don't just Google Laredo, or you probably get like Laredo, fucking New Mexico, whatever it is.
Shark Boy's like 70 probably right now.
Yeah, totally. Okay, sorry. Another AEW. So over the weekend there was a NBA game, Timberwolves game. Now I swear to God, I don't think this looks anything like Cash Wheeler. I mean, it looks a little bit like him because he's literally he's looking down. So this came from Wrestling Memes. This is the name of the Facebook group. Ready?
This must have been
this is
Timberwolves series with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, it was posted 2 days ago. So yikes! AEW star Cash Wheeler was caught on the jumbotron at the Minnesota Timberwolves game, snorting a mysterious substance off his hand. AEW has yet to comment on the incident.
Wow.
To me, like, it doesn't, like, he's looking down, so it's so hard to see, and he's with some other dude who I have no idea who it is. So, I don't know.
And to the name Cash.
Like my whole thing is like, I'm the worst, literally the worst 2 names in the history of wrestling: Cash Wheeler and fucking Dax. Again, I always say Shepherd because that's the only Dax there should be in the world. Dax Shepherd. He can own that name. Nobody else can.
Yeah.
Dax fucking. I don't know. I'm not even blanking. That's how stupid these fucking names are. So yeah, this came from Wrestling Memes, Shit Posts, and Trolls, which is that's the name of the Facebook group. So like I wrote, like, listen, I don't know if he fucking, I don't know if Daniel Wheeler, that's his real name, actually did this. I do know he was charged with 1 count of aggravated assault with a firearm 2 years ago. So he's not the most normal motherfucker.
And it doesn't surprise me because the FTR kind of come off as they're really full of themselves and stuff. So.
Can you imagine? What are the odds? Do you think somebody was waiting for them? This guy on the Titantron.
Yeah, you never know. It could have been a WWE official.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Isn't the NBA on like TBS and TNT?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
they are so fucked in like every way.
Boy, that guy looks familiar. Oh, he's on our
Oh, it's the more boring FTR guy. Christ. Oh, but like, just did give me some love for what's his name, Dax, who has somewhat of a goddamn personality.
Oh yeah.
Okay, really quick. 183,000 views for Nikita Lyons
Wow.
debut, who Nikita Lyons, who
Yeah.
people mocked. That has more views than I pointed out on Twitter. A bunch of AEW shit from Dynamite last week. Nikita Lyons. Like, people are talking like, oh, how dare she be on my TV? You know what I mean? Because listen, she's not a good wrestler. I mean, I don't know. There's no nice way to say it. She's not a nice wrestler. Her ass is amazing. I don't know what, you know what I mean? People are looking at her for her body. Like, there's no way around that. I don't think that's being mean. I've never heard anyone say Nikita Lyons had a good match. And people made fun of this match. People, like, I saw botches from this match. Nobody cares. She's gorgeous. Sex sells.
Yeah.
That's something everyone knows except AEW, seemingly. Mustafa Ali unhinged. That was awesome, but not enough views. And hang on, I think we had one more. Oh, Dave Meltzer. I'm literally writing an article right now called, I'm not sure what to call it. Dave Meltzer is clearly working for AEW, something like that. More proof that Dave Meltzer is working for AEW, something like that. So here's just, this is just today, okay? This is just today. AEW and Tony Khan. This is who this girl tagged. Okay, her name is Lucy. Is just Lucy on Twitter. At AEW and at Tony Khan. Can you please let us UK fans know where we can buy Double or Nothing? Trilla doesn't have it available. Dave somehow sees it. You know, he wasn't tagged. Dave receives it and writes YouTube, payperview.com, and Amazon Prime. Why would he do that if you're not working for them? If he's not, like, there have been rumors that he's getting paid by AEW. He's part of the, you know what I mean? Like, there's little rumors. He's part of the payroll. I mean, if you go down his Twitter, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Every tweet is about AEW. Every tweet's about AEW. It's just batshit. Like, he's supposed to be a fair and balanced reporter. There's not. I'm just going down his thing. 5 years ago today, Hangman Page ran a 100-yard dash in cowboy boots. Ready? 5 years ago today, Hangman Page ran a 100-yard dash in his cowboy boots. Dave had to quote that and write, what an incredible spectacle this match was. The fucking match in the football field. One of like 10, which no one's going to remember. Everything is about... So again, he's answering the question that wasn't asked of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, this is absolutely... I mean, I'm just looking. I'm going down his thing. If wins and losses don't count, why do WWE's biggest drawers rarely lose? The biggest pop at Mania was Dominic, who lost 12 Twire belts. Yeah, this fucking guy's such an idiot. Yeah, because Dominic's an awesome character, you moron. So then he writes like, oh shit, what was the other one? It was amazing. Oh fuck, it was amazing. Fuck. Okay, I don't know where. The rest of Collision and the entire episode is up on Max at tntdrama.com. Who is he? Who are you? I'm thinking like, who are you talking to, bro? Everything on this guy's thing is AEW.
Yeah, but if that's their plan going forward to try and get, some extra clicks by, kind of like going to Max, I mean, like, people aren't going to just give Max for AEW, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, totally. Oh, wait, did you hear that AEW changed back? Sorry, no. Max changed back to HBO Max.
Yeah, I did hear that, yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts? To me, that reeks desperation.
Yeah, because I really don't understand why they can't be a separate entity. Because I just think of HBO, the home box office, and Cinemax is their sister company that kind of plays more genre-related stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why they can't be two separate entities. I guess people are sick of the lineup on Cinemax. Is that what it is? Or
no, Max it was just Max.
Yeah.
So no, I think it was just like. It wasn't like a good brand or like a noticeable name. You know what I mean? Like, people know HBO.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they should have ever done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I can think of is they figured it was sounded like cinema, and then I don't know. I don't know. The maximum of what's out there in the cinema, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's, they fucked up changing their names.
Yeah, it's definitely very dated.
Yeah, I think they fucked up changing their name. It's also like a one word, like, I don't know. I'm sure, like, if you Google, like, there's probably other people that use that word. or like other things that use that word. So if you put the friggin' whatever. All right. I'm stalling as I'm trying to find Thompson's review, which I guess Thompson did not do a review this week. But wait, what show was it? May
The 15th
May
episode.
15th. Oh God, we don't have Thompson. Oh God, how the hell are we supposed to review a goddamn show?
Well, I do know last week or the week before he said it was pretty weak episode, so maybe he's kind of like been
Fuck that.
tuned in a little bit.
Thompson said, "Fuck this show." Nah, he always reviews. I mean, he has some family stuff going on. Probably, who knows? I think he had a birthday with his kid or
Yeah,
something.
and I think you said his health hasn't been the greatest.
Also from Australia, so who knows with those wacky Aussies. Don't forget about the time zone difference. I'm pretty sure me and Gary are recording Tuesday, May 20th it's 1 o'clock right now. Fun fact, in Australia, it is a week from today.
Oh.
No, come on, Gary. Jesus, you really believe me? I don't know anything about time zones or anything like that.
I didn't think it would be that much difference. You never know these time zones. They're crazy.
And that was a good example of, if you talk with confidence, people will believe it. I do it all the time, and it really works. It's kind of amazing. Okay, so TNA time. Memory of Sabu. They did it at the beginning. Very nice.
Yeah, he looked really. I went back.
How far do you go with this? I feel like a lot of people are using his name now to do, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen people do multiple podcasts about him. Like, do one.
Yeah.
That's it. Any more than that, you're fucking using him to make money. That's how I feel, but whatever. The same as GCW used him to make money, which I don't know how they're in fucking business after that. The man died after bashing his head on his skull outside the fucking ring after they gave him drugs to get him good enough to go in a fucking match. It's insane. That's insane.
I wouldn't be surprised if he died of some kind of a blood clot or something.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They never actually put out, like, what, you know what I mean? The cause of death, which I don't understand. How's it even possible?
Yeah, he seems.
Isn't there always a fucking autopsy? Like everything in life?
Yeah, they can delay it too, you know, if they choose to.
But, like, who would be delaying it, though? Like, his family? Like,
I don't know if there's some discrepancy about it and whatnot going on. I don't know if that holds it up or. But then, I don't know. Then the Janela stuff, like the way he was kind of defending it too, and I don't know. I would have just shut up about it. I would have said no comment. I'm not. Kind of made himself look even more guilty, I thought.
Okay, sorry, I was just getting angry about Meltzer as I keep looking at his. Like, I don't know how this guy can call himself fair and balanced. 99% of your fucking tweets are blowing AEW. It's weird. It is weird.
Yeah,
like, again, I would take a break, throw in some, you know what I mean? Like, throw in some things about WWE, TNA, like, just so you don't look like a total phony.
Yeah.
But, like, he doesn't care, which is, I don't know, it's so weird. Okay, sorry. TNA, back to it. Here we go. Sabu, Memory of Taboo. Opening match, Tessa and Victoria versus Masha and Nikita. Victoria, I don't know, you mentioned, like, she looks pretty good. Or, like, better than we expected her to look.
Yeah,
but this wasn't very good. It was a bit of a botch fest with Nikita and Victoria, I think. Tessa always looks awesome, and don't put Tessa in a match with Nikita. She can save anyone, but she can't save Nikita.
And I still think that these head games from Tessa are kind of playing like hell with Masha because she does at some point use the chair because she uses her.
Yeah, Tessa's totally in her head, which I like. In her head so much. I'm thinking there's a possibility Crawford could win. Well, sorry, I'm going to get to that after we do this quickly. Under Siege, we got a quick thing for that. Thompson, sorry, no, Jesus, sorry, who am I reading from? Thomas Hall, 411, good guy. No Thompson, obviously, but we make with what we have. This was a weird one, as Crawford isn't bad, but feels way over her head compared to Blanchard and Slamafish. Totally fair, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Post-match, Tessa... Sorry. Slamovich takes out Tessa, but Santino came out to restart the match. This was cool. And Stone was like, nah. I mean, I like that because I don't know. Like, I hate when they restart matches. First of all, I just don't like it. It's a thing in wrestling I don't like.
Yeah.
So Stone is like, you know what I mean? Santino was like, "We're gonna restart." Stone's like, "Nope." That was it. Okay, and then one of the worst parts of TNA this month, maybe next month, Cody Deaner sitting down in another fucking interview talking about his family. No one cares. And again, this is Hall. Sweet goodness, it's Cody Deaner. TNA has treated him like nothing for the better part of ever. Now, I'm suddenly supposed to feel bad that he might be leaving? Totally agree, Mr. Hall. This is a channel-changing shit. That's how bad this is to me. I used to hate this when they did this with Josh. I knew everything about Josh. He's a wrestler that loves his family. That's Josh. He's also a fucking creep that is in love with Scott D'Amore, but that's a different story. But, like, we don't need to know anything more about Deaner. This is terrible. This is terrible. No one cares. He gives his fucking story to the fans, and people, like, what him? You know what I mean? He gets the what? I don't know. Am I being too harsh?
This part of the show is like kind of awkward because like he's, he basically is a backstage hand more or less, and then give him the spotlight with a sit down interview. Was it from Tom Hannafan?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was. It might have been what's the name, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. He got another fucking sit down interview, and it's like, good lord, how much time are you going to give this guy? And this scares me because he's a Scott guy. And he's also a me guy. I used to talk about Deaner so much because of his charity and all, but you can't, like, if you're going to do this, you had to start it years ago. Show his charity work. Show what a good fucking guy he is. Show why we should care about him. They haven't even mentioned, like, the charity stuff, which is insane. Absolutely insane. He does a crazy amount of charity. This dude is not rich. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably the greatest fucking person out there, but they didn't make that known for the last few years, so now nobody gives a shit because it's a character. It's not the human. Speaking of characters and humans, someone just complained on Twitter about AJ Styles. The post said, AJ Styles had an amazing match last night, which he did. Good God. I was watching it. He looks like he just doesn't age. He's, he might still be the best wrestler in the world at what age he is.
Who did he wrestle, okay?
It was him and Penta as a tag team. How's that for a tag team? Against the Judgment Day guys. I forget which ones, but Finn Balor. So, I mean, he's awesome. And J.D. McDonough. Yeah, I don't think you know about him. But, these, just watching AJ and Penta, they were, trying to outdo each other. Insane. So somebody writes, great match from AJ Styles. The homophobic, shit, what was the other word? Okay, well, AJ's two things. Suddenly he got a lot of shit from people, but, I mean, he pointed out, but that really happened, This is what AJ said and what he did, and...
I remember he used the word.
Okay, here it is, sorry. Racism and homophobia aside, AJ Styles is really one of the greatest to ever do it. I replied, Jacob Fatu is a convicted felon who got out and robbed a non-for-profit charity. He only gave the money back when he was called out on Twitter. Chelsea made a porno with a convicted child sex abuser. Not sticking up for racism or homophobia, but maybe start at the top. And again, ignored. No one does. No one does.
So no one wants to touch it.
Nope. And again, hot take. This is TNA's one TV deal away from being the number 2 biggest wrestling promotion. And here we go. A guy I like a lot. Hostile TNA guy, his name is. Ready? Can we not do this? TNA may or may not be the number 2 spot eventually, but why not worry about them becoming profitable and more widely watched on their own merits?
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Stop fucking putting the cart before the horse.
Does that number really matter?
It means nothing. It means nothing. AEW's a number 2. It means dick. Absolute dick.
It doesn't even matter because anyone else after
who in the world is like, hey, who's the number 2 wrestling promotion? Who fucking cares?
You're not going to be anywhere near the number 1.
That's what I mean. When the number 1 is so fucking far away, everyone else shut the fuck up about numbers. There is no 2.
Yeah.
When number 1 is in a different universe, your fucking 2 is like 100. But whatever.
I don't know what the people in numbers.
I know it's such. Oh my god, that's what got me so mad about that freaking wrestling post because like those are the fucking bad fans, the fucking nerds who have nothing to talk about except numbers.
I care about asses and seats and good wrestling programs. That's all I care.
There
about.
is not. There is no. You can just look around Twitter. I'm not making this up. I can't. I mean, there is nothing. Nobody is talking about any matches that are taking place on tomorrow night's show, Dynamite. One of them is a fucking all-star match again. The fourth, I believe, in about a month. Do you know what a wrestling all-star match is, Gary?
It kind of sounds like a mixed bag, kind of like a Joker's Wild kind of thing. I don't know.
I don't know what it is either. I was hoping you can explain it to me. I don't know. To me, it's just random. Like, if you can't think of a match, you call it an all-star match. And that's what Tony's been doing. It's the Young Bucks and fucking, I don't know, Omega or something against Samoa Joe and Swerve and Hobbs. So, like, one team makes sense, and the other team is literally thrown together because, get it? It's an all-star team.
And I've never really been sold on the Hobbs character. I remember when he came.
How is he an all-star? I like the guy, but how is he an all-star? Yeah. Speedball was an all-star. Josh was an all-star. They just got there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry, I got angry with that. Okay, back to TNA. Great Hands versus the Rascals. Rascals with an easy win over the Great Hands, who, again, I have to say, maybe go back to the Good Hands until you become great.
But they did win here, which I was surprised.
What happened?
The Great Hands got the win.
Wait, did they?
Yeah, they got help from Tasha.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Oh, is that when wasn't it came out like a lunatic after? Yeah, Ali.
Yeah.
Again, Ali. Good lord, he just. I can't say again. I'm not even gonna mention him this week because he's so fucking amazing.
Where do you go with the Rascals? They're now losing to the Great Hands.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna be like very.
And again with Ace too. Like I feel like the Rascals and Ace have been so screwed. Like they become jobbers, and they're probably the best home. You know what I mean? Like the home. I don't say homegrown here.
Yeah, definitely. It's like they've been on the short end of the stick way more
Yeah,
often.
like I don't. It's very odd. Okay, so. Oh, again, painful. Very angry. Matt Cardona defeated Elijah, Ace Austin, and Mance Warner. What the fuck?
Well, that's the thing. When I came into seeing this match, I'm like, who do you put in the number one contender? And I'm like, I just don't see with the Ace Austin because of his win-loss record is really bad. I don't really want to see Mance Warner facing
Macklin.
And Matt Cardona would make sense only because he's a heel. Macklin's kind of a face, and I don't really know if they'll stick Elijah against a face, because they're both.
Yeah, good point.
You know what I mean? So I kind of narrowed it down, and I was like, I hope they don't do it with Cardona, but I could, for some reason, be a TNA. I can see him going with Cardona. I don't know why.
Sorry, people. Bad allergies. It's a really.
The international champion Steve Macklin is dealing with a minor skull fracture too. So maybe
that sounds really fucking scary.
Maybe the plan is to put the belt on Matt Cardona for all we know. I don't.
I'm just thinking, really? Well, I don't know why I just yelled. I was thinking Cardona got the win because he can easily lose to Macklin.
Yeah, that.
Nobody gives a shit about Cardona. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wonder with the skull fracture. I mean, how, especially with us working with Bioflex and stuff, how that'll play into it too.
And to be fair, again, I don't like Cardona, but other people do. This is Hall. Cardona is a good next challenger for the title. He's an established name and offers something fresh. Okay, I don't believe that, but Tessa yells at Ariana Grace and gets another slap.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know how she's gonna win. I mean, I guess Ariana can't beat Tessa. I don't think. You know what I mean?
And I thought Santino was very convincing here.
Oh,
very much the father.
Totally. He's been so great with this. And then, good God, again, first class penthouse. This better be it. I better not ever see another one of these.
I thought it was gone anyway.
I better not see another one of these.
Yeah.
I will start the goddamn show. We'll spend the whole time talking about this shit penthouse. What is this? Who is it for? Why
I don't
is
know. I'm still trying to figure out why
O'Shea Jackson?
Oh,
Seriously?
yeah.
What do you say again? Oh, Jackson says AJ Francis looks like Uncle Phil, which I swear I guess I read that in the spoilers, but yeah, everyone says that. Everyone. Fans say that. You couldn't even come up with a goddamn joke that
Plus,
wasn't.
I didn't like when Uncle Phil said the Lakers expected to win something this year when you got old man LeBron, but then you got Jokic or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, from the things posted 4 days ago. Ready? Hardy and Nemeth, 213,000. Indy, 90,000. Trick and Kazarian, 103,000. Nikita, 184,000. The First Class Penthouse, 26,000. Do you need anything else to know it's not working? And then there was stuff posted after that. Ali was posted the next day, 36,000. A day later, you know what I mean? He already beat him, and it was a day later. Zia Brookside and Rosemary, the thing that people probably don't care about at all, which posted a day later, 22,000 views. Even that's going to get more than a penthouse. And then who will Macklin's next challenger be? With, shockingly, a picture of SDL looking pretty hot, 16,000 views, proving nobody cares about SDL. Sorry, Steph. You messed with the boss. You shouldn't have done that. All my fans have turned you off on their brain. Here's who they didn't turn off. Kelsey Heather.
Oh, do you think maybe two of them pairing SDL with Warner, even though they're a real life couple, maybe is kind of way better popular as well?
Yes. I think part of it is everyone wants to see the hot girl with, you know what I mean?
Nobody.
Single. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't like the nasty making out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Where are we?
We had the I don't know. We were talking about the number one contender match, and now
okay. Kelsey Heather.
Indy Hartwell.
Okay, Indy Hartwell versus Kelsey Heather. Sorry, I keep mentioning Kelsey, but she really wants to be with TNA. It seems like she's the one I don't know if we mentioned this on air or off. She's literally a Shine champion right now. Shine is like one of the biggest. Shimmer and Shine, you know, it's like the two biggest women's promotions. She's a champion. She also was just with NWA. Oh yeah, that's right. She was okay. We mentioned her because the NWA thing. So Indy Hartwell, fucking awesome. She looks like, I don't know, like a mini Tessa or like Tessa.
Oh, okay, I see that. Yeah.
Like see how jacked Indy Hartwell is. She was not like that in WWE. And she moves really fast, like Tessa does. Like I swear to God, I watch Tessa and I feel like she's like just a different type of human. She moves so fucking fast, Tessa. And I feel like Indy Hartwell is like maybe on that level where she can hang. Like, I don't think Masha can hang with Tessa fully.
Well, what I like in the purchase of Indy Hartwell is she's such a young girl too. She's got a lot of upside,
a lot to prove. And she said like she has shit to prove. You know, after being let go, she's like, I'm not going right back to WWE. You know, she's like, I have things to prove. I want, she's to get more time in TNA, which she is. So she beats Kelsey in pretty much a squash. After the match, she talked about her win, but the cabinet took over the camera. Interesting. I don't know if the cabinet is kind of messing with Indy or that was just timing there, you know?
Yeah.
And then Rosemary versus Zia Brookside, which, I don't know. Do you care about this?
Outside of Zia, no, I don't really.
Can you imagine, anyone can go back to any of our podcasts from like years ago? We'd be like the biggest Rosemary fans.
Oh, yeah.
Gary's a horror freak, so he just loved the goddamn look, of course, and everything creepy about her.
Yeah.
And to me, she was just like the fucking Undertaker. She was so different and special, and then she lost all that. And
I feel like
DQ here after Brookside snapped, which I believe is what Rosemary wanted.
I feel like her gimmick now is just so played out.
Yeah, no, totally.
Any way of recreating it.
Yep.
She hasn't sat down and figured out a better way for the the role.
Well, Robles had an idea that she goes back into the realm.
Okay.
Comes out as kind of a different character with more powers or some shit, but whatever. Ariana asked Santino for a match with Tessa. They set it up. Kazarian comes out blasting the town. Trick Williams popped out. And he was like, yeah, we don't like each other, but
Yeah.
Kazarian's such a dick. Like, he can't even get along with heels, which I really like.
I do think Zia Brookside looks like she is starting to kind of fade to the dark side, though. Because
yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I think that's Rosemary's whole goal, which cool.
Yeah.
But then what?
Yeah.
But hell, I don't know. I'm interested in heel Zia.
Yeah. Are we gonna get another? Are we gonna get another alley?
Okay, I was right about to say. Why the hell did they do a throwback match? But then I realized it was Sabu. My bad. And Rob Van Dam. So I mean, legit one of my favorites ever. Legit two of my favorites ever. So Jeff Hardy versus Nick Nemeth, the main event of the show. 11 minutes. This is exactly what I've been saying. This is what they needed. This is probably the longest match. One of the longest matches of the year, which is insane. 11 minutes for a TV match. This was great. This is the two biggest goddamn stars on the roster. And look at what it brought on YouTube. Some of the highest views they've had in a really long time. Because they're absolute mega guys.
And they mentioned this is a 16th anniversary between these two that faced each other on Raw.
Oh yeah, good one. I did not.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, so that was the show. Sorry, the Nemesis attacked? And then Leon made it. I remember Leon made the save to end the show.
Yeah, Nemesis tried to blindside Jeff Hardy.
Let's say, who the hell was he saving? Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ryan was out there, right?
Yeah.
I love that Ryan. God, give him the mic more, bro. Oh, that's it. That's it. Sorry. Post match, Ryan jumps the Hardys. That's right. Okay. Then Leon Slater popped in. That's the one match I'm probably most interested in. I wish there were more matches I was more interested in with this show. And let's do a quick rundown. Ready? Oh yeah. I mean, I was gonna say we'll run down the what the hell's that other goddamn show called?
Under Siege?
No, the terrible looking one.
Oh, the Canadian Brawl thing.
Yeah, this Canadian Brawl thing, man. Like a lot of people complain about it, and I got nothing. I got nothing to say. Like, you shouldn't be complaining, other than it's in Canada, and it's not going to be televised in the United States. But whatever. Okay, Under Siege lineup. Ready? Tessa versus Ariana. Tessa with Stone. Ariana with Daddy Santino. Mike Santana versus AJ Francis. Blech. Pointless. That's an Impact match. Knockouts. Tag team title match. The Elegances versus Spitfire. Again. Get rid of the fucking division if you have one team. Seriously. It's embarrassing. Eddie Edwards versus Cody Deaner, and I'm tapped out. I just tapped out. I tapped out on this show. I don't know if I'm watching this show. I really don't. This might be the one show I watch highlights. If Cody Deaner beats Eddie Edwards, I might lose my mind.
I think they're having a little bit of a hard time selling some of the tickets for this show in Brampton unless they have a really good walk-up.
I can see why.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, it's a very oddly bad card. Like, just looks like.
Maybe having too many, between the live.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. It gets worse. It gets worse. Get ready for this. Masha versus Victoria Crawford. That's not going to be good. There's no way this is going to be a good match. It's just not going to be. I mean, maybe whatever. You know what I'm saying? Macklin versus Cardona. Macklin won. The match is over. You know what I mean? Cardona's not. Yeah. He's not signed. He just made a speech last week to all of the people who were released. Did I tell you about that?
What's that?
This fucking tool made a speech last week about all the people who have been released from WWE and what they should do. Thank you. I know. Do you want to explain why you're laughing before I do? Matt Cardona, ready? To the recently released, you have 3 choices. Fade into obscurity. Coast off your WWE name. 3. Work your ass off. Reinvent yourself. Make a lot of money and have a lot of fucking fun. Love the indie god. Do you know what he said yesterday? Again. How many times have we talked about him and WWE? Like, you know what I mean? How many times? Every fucking day, this guy mentions WWE. 3 days ago.
Yeah,
Why hasn't Matt Cardona returned to WWE with Chris Van Fleet? It's on the Matt Cardona on Chelsea Green and possible WWE return. That's one of the. I'm sorry. That's the name of the fucking podcast. That's how he's so disinteresting. The title of his podcast is on a possible WWE return and his wife. Okay.
Wow.
And here it is. Matt Cardona doesn't understand why WWE still haven't brought him back. Honestly, I don't know what it is. Listen, people say to me all the time, we just had a WrestleMania, blah, blah, thousands of people. When are you coming back? It's not up to me. Hey, man, when do you come back? I'm telling you, this is the longest thing you can go on where he mentions WWE 50 times. This was, again, a few days ago.
I feel like he might have pissed off Triple H or something. Maybe.
Don't you think it's incredibly annoying asking?
Yeah.
Like every day you see on Twitter, this fucking guy, when you're already treating his wife like gold, like shut the fuck up. You're probably hurting your wife, who is a piece of garbage that made a nasty video with fucking child sex abuser chasing rants.
Maybe the best chance he's got to be on WWE TV is if they do one of those I don't know, throwback years from years ago or something. That's probably about it at this stage. They ain't gonna want them back. They're already mass exiting a lot of their talent already, and they're happy with what they got. They don't need Matt Cardona.
Totally. Okay, so what else? Okay, no, we got that. Okay, and then this is what I'm interested in the last two. The main event tag team, Kaz and Trick versus Elijah and Hendry. I think Elijah might turn there. And then the Nemeths versus Slater and Matt, which again is interesting because what if they win?
Oh, yeah.
What does Jeff do? You know what I mean? That could be a really interesting whole thing. And
I just hope it doesn't end up in another Hardy feud. I didn't really enjoy the feuding. I think they're too good to be apart. I think they need to just.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I can see Jeff getting a singles run. He's that fucking big. And
yeah, definitely.
I think he kind of owes one more.
I remember liking the Jeff Matt feud really.
Okay, we got about a minute left because Robles is freaking, and we're getting to an hour, which I don't like getting to, so makes it harder to do. So we'll be back with what? Under Siege, right? Review.
Yeah, maybe Under Siege.
Maybe some Backlash,
Friday.
And don't forget, Backlash is this weekend, where Joe Hendry is defending his title. I believe it's on Saturday. It's got to be on Saturday, so it's after it's got to be after the show.
Oh, that Backlash is not.
It's Saturday or Sunday. It's after the show. It's right after. So it's this weekend. He's defending a title against Trick. So there might be a new goddamn TNA champion the next time we talk to you.
Oh. Okay.
And he might be working at a different company, which would be wild.
Yeah,
all right. You got anything else? Check out Bloodlines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I plan on checking out the other one, too, by the Slayer Man, and found in a cornfield, too, so it's out there if you can get your hands on it.
That's actually a real name. I know it sounds fake, but it is a real, actual name of a movie. Okay. Sorry, I'm working, trying to do things at the same time. Apologies, I'm an idiot, everyone. Thank you for all the views last week. That was wild. Hopefully we can get that again this week. And let me get to work.
All right, have a good one.
Later, everyone.